Welcome to Vancouver Business Network, where entrepreneurs learn, network, and grow. I am Roger Killen, the organizer. Our weekly workshop for entrepreneurs is brought to you by TELUS Business, the fastest and most reliable pure fiber broadband network in Metro Vancouver. Our speaker is Kieron Sweeney. Kieron is an international speaker, a business strategy expert, author, and a digital entrepreneur. Kieron teaches courses and speaks to audiences all over the world on sales and influence, digital marketing, public speaking, publishing, and mindset mastery in business and life. He has sold over $50 million worth of products and services and has trained over 500,000 entrepreneurs. Vancouver Business Network members and most welcome guests, let's put our hands together and give Kieron Sweeney a warm VBN welcome.
Well, good evening.
Good evening.
Let's get this audience alive here. So how many of you would like to double or triple your revenue?
Woo, woo.
Come on, get excited. Thank you.
Great.
Let me hear it again.
Woo.
Thank you. And how many of you would like to work less and earn more?
Woo.
Thank you. So tonight I'm going to teach you a proven and verifiable system that works in sales. It doesn't matter what you sell. And I'm going to teach you how to sell without selling. It took me a long time to realize that my success in sales really came because I wasn't focused on selling. I was really just focused on just giving tremendous value and really helping people understand that my product or service that I'm offering you is either going to work in your life or it's not. And I'm going to teach you how to just have zero attachment to the outcome of your sales process. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
Excellent. So first, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I started as an entrepreneur at the age of 28. I was actually working full-time in a government job. And I was doing really well. I was actually fortunate enough to have been asked to lead some international trade missions and trade and education missions. And I was also involved in bringing trade missions into Canada. And I got the pleasure to work with some great people like Nelson Mandela. Then I had this bug in me to go out and make more money because, government doesn't pay that much. So I started a part-time job. A part-time business. And what I did is I bought the patent to a ski product. Now I'm a skier and I love skiing. And I bought the patent to this ski carrying device. Now, the cool thing is that I bought it, but I used the seller's money. So I had to come up with $10,000. I didn't have $10,000 to buy the patent. So I made a deal with him. I'll take all of your inventory, I'll go to ski shows, I'll sell it, and I'll pay you for the patent. He agreed, did the deal. I sold all the inventory, paid for the patent. Now I own this product that I had to now bring into the market. And I was able to sign national deals with national retailers. I got a national distributor in the States, and it became a very successful company. I then went on to start a food export company. I started this company when the Canadian dollar was really low, like it is now. And I was making more money on the exchange rate than on my profit margin on the product. So I built another successful business. Then I started to realize I was good at sales and people were starting to ask me if I could help them with their business. So I got hired by a software technology company, and I started selling for them. And then I started being invited to train people to sell, and I just became really good at selling. So I started a sales training company. Then I got invited by a large international training company that was one of the biggest training companies in the world at the time, and I became one of their lead facilitators. That allowed me to travel all over the world teaching business courses, personal growth courses, leadership, and what did I do? In 5 years, using an amazing selling style, I sold over $30 million in courses in 5 years. Now that, to me, was quite an accomplishment. So at this time in my life, I've now sold over $50 million in products and services. But the key thing is, and like the title of tonight's talk, I sold without selling. So would you like to learn how to do that?
Yeah.
Good. So the key to selling without selling is to just take your mind away from the fact that you want to sell something. People are not going to buy unless they want to buy it. True?
Yes.
So you have to just allow them to make a decision to buy. That's all it really is. Now, you've probably heard this before. It's been written in lots of books. But the key to do it, the key to make it happen, is to just get them to really feel what it's going to be like when they have your product and service. Allow them to feel, emotionally feel, what it's going to be like when they have your product or service in their life or in their business. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes, thank you. So the key word is what? Feel. And when you feel, what is that? Yes, it's an emotion. You're an emotional being. Everybody say that. I'm an emotional being. Thank you. You're an emotional being. What is emotion?
Energy.
Thank you. It's energy. Energy in motion. So remember, when somebody is listening to you, your job is to get them to feel the emotion of what it's going to be like when they have your product or service. That make sense? Awesome. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you this system, and I'm going to ask you to implement it into your business tomorrow, or maybe even this evening. There's people here that are looking for help with something. Everybody has told us what their business is, what they're doing, but everybody has something here to offer. So you can even try it tonight if you want. But I know people in the room. I know some people. I've worked with Jason. Jason's excellent at web development, excellent at SEO, excellent at security. And he's good at it because he provides tremendous value. Dennis, I've worked with Dennis for many years. He's got this amazing app that will help any business. And it's something that everybody needs to look at because he actually owns one of the largest, I think it's like the 5th largest software company for multi-level marketing companies. So he's got this entire back-end system that really works and drives revenue for businesses. So all he gets to do is attach new ideas to this back-end system, and this latest creation is his latest brilliance. So he's another guy that just goes out, and when the market's right, he creates something for it. I'm pretty much the same way. I always look for trending opportunities in business. Now, this is a key thing to remember in business. When I got into the ski business, it was an upward trend. When I got into the food export business, it was in the low-fat trend. Remember that, when that all started? So that was trending. But the other trend was that there was a low Canadian dollar, so I was making lots of money on the exchange rate. And you can do that right now, too, if you're selling into the U.S. And I encourage you to do that if you can. So I'm in the CBD business. I'm in the hemp side of it, non-psychoactive, non-THC. So I'm in that industry now. And me and my partners are building a business in that industry. And in addition to what I do as a trainer and a mentor to business owners, this is one of my projects that I'm building now. I love to mentor people. Jackie is one of my clients. She came to me. She was a struggling business owner. Within a few weeks, she had quadrupled her sales. So this system is how she got started. In fact, I taught her for a day, showed her the system. She went out, and within a few weeks, I think it was about 6 weeks, she had raised over $12,000 on top of her existing revenue so that she could pay for my coaching services. So it works. So I'm going to ask you to just do it because it works. And I love teaching it, and I teach it for free because I want everyone to have success in business. And also, selling is not hard. A lot of you at the beginning were saying, I heard the word several times, I hate selling. I don't like selling. I'm here because I don't want to sell. I want Kieron to help me. Well, good. So I'm going to teach you a way to do it, and you'll never have to worry about it again, okay?
Yeah.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
No, it makes dollars. Okay. So what I'm going to teach you is something that will work. And I would just want you to trust that it works. Before I get into it, there's a really important distinction when you're selling and when you're in business. So let me ask a question. How many of you really don't like being sold to? Raise your hand. Nice and high. All right, it's about 90% of the room. So let's talk about the mind. So we have a what? A conscious mind and a subconscious mind, yes? So in the subconscious mind, there's a file running in your mind that says, I don't like being sold to. So when that file is triggered, and you're saying, I don't like being sold to, what are you saying to your mind? I don't like selling. We live in a world of duality. There's an opposite to everything. I don't like being sold to. I don't like selling. So you are constantly reprogramming that file. Sorry, reinforcing the programming of that file. Does that make sense? So what we have to do is reframe that. We have to start saying to ourselves that we enjoy selling. But rather than say I enjoy selling, to say I enjoy providing value. I am a value provider. Everybody say that?
I am a value provider.
So the person next to you say, I'm a value provider.
I'm a value provider.
Thank you. So that's all you are. How many of you have a product or service that you believe in your heart can impact thousands of lives in a positive way? Oh, look at the hands. You just went up. And I don't like selling. Everyone puts their hand up, but at the other side, you say, I don't like selling. So I'm going to sit in my office and I'm just going to pretend that I'm in business. There was a time when I sat in an apartment in downtown Toronto, and there was a phone on the desk. And it was a phone that was about that, what are they, 4 or 5 pounds or something? And you'd pick it up and you'd have to go, hello? Okay. And so I had this block. I had this fear about selling as well. But I managed to push myself, and I just found that one day somebody said, yeah, come on in. So I went in and I sold. And all I did was just demonstrate the value of my product and how it could help skiers. That's all I did. And so I went to another store and did the same thing. And I went to another one. I went to another one. And I worked my way up to national chains. And I just kept saying to people, this is how great it is, what it does. And whether they bought or not, it didn't matter. Because not everyone said yes and not everyone will say yes. But selling is just, it's a numbers game. We all know that. Yes? Yeah. But if we don't go out and promote, if we don't go out and sell, it's not going to happen. So if you're an entrepreneur and you're in business, it is your duty, it is your dharma to sell what you have, to promote it. There's people out there that need you. There's people walking by you every day that need you. But they don't know you're there if you're not putting yourself out there. Does that make sense? Yes? Yeah. You know, for all the people who are in a network marketing opportunity, I know there's a lot of people online watching. I know a friend of mine said, you know, are you streaming this tonight? He's an isogenics distributor. He lives in California. His name's Talon Harris. And he is like just, oh, Kieron, I want to learn everything I want you to learn everything you teach. And he's like, but you're up there and I'm down here. And I said, well, just go on and watch my videos online. So this will be posted tomorrow and he and his team will be able to watch it. So anybody that is in business, have them watch this. Take the link tomorrow morning and share it. TELUS is promoting it. So let's give TELUS a big shout out tomorrow and just say, thanks for sponsoring this event, and just promote it to all your friends. Will you guys do that? Yeah, just put on your social channels and put it out there. Okay, so let's get down to filling up this little blank slate here. You guys enjoying this?
Yeah.
Are you guys enjoying this?
Yeah.
Excellent. Have you learned something yet?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to bring this down to the simple current reality. So CR is current reality. What is it, please?
Current reality.
Thank you. And this is your, what do you think this is? Thank you. Desired reality. So your current reality is today. It's right now. It's what's happening right here. This is your desired reality, what you want your life or your business to be like. Everyone has a big dream for their life. Everyone has a big dream for their business. We all want to make 7 figures. Raise your hand if you want to make 7 figures. Yeah. Excellent. Then you've got to be in the energy of 7 figures. The people who have 6-figure businesses are in the energy of having a 6-figure business. Raise your hand if you are not 6 figures yet. Raise your hand. You're in a 5-figure energy. So all we have to do is become a 6-figure energy. Does that make sense? Hello?
Yeah.
Yes. What are we? We are emotional beings. Yes? Yeah. We are what? Energy. Yes?
Yes.
Energy and what?
Motion.
Yeah. Well, if you're not turning up the energy at a 6-figure level, then it's not going to happen. So we have to just amp it up. Yes? And you can all do it. So, and then when you want to go to 7 figures, what kind of energy you got to get into? Yeah. And where is it? Desired reality. Is that in the future or is it now?
Yeah.
Hey, you guys are good. Okay. So, let's break this down. In your current reality, a person comes to you with a challenge. Entrepreneurs solve other people's problems for what?
Money.
A profit. Write that down. I solve other people's problems for a profit. Somebody has a sore back, they go get a massage, you're providing a service, solving that problem for a profit. Yes? A business owner needs more clients. In comes Dennis with his app. What's it called? Metropoly. Metropoly. So you download Metropoly and you can give away $5 to all your clients. You have a digital marketing agency, Mr. Irish.
Yes.
So a digital marketing agency, and we need to help a lot of businesses because a lot of businesses don't have a digital marketing strategy yet, and they need one. But they don't know that Gavin's out there because Gavin may not be promoting himself enough. True? You're the photographer. Actually, I really liked what you did. What's your name? Leslie. So when you spoke, I really caught on to what you were doing. You're focusing on a niche. And this is important in business. When you focus on a niche, you're going to have a better chance of success because you narrow your market focus and you get really clear on what you're offering to that niche. And then you go to the people who can really afford to pay for your service in that niche. So the more micro niche you can become, the better. All right, so that's really good what you're doing. So somebody comes and they have a problem, they have a challenge. So what happens when someone comes to you with a problem or challenge? What kind of feelings are they experiencing? Okay, good. Frustration. Excellent. What else are they feeling?
Fear.
Fear. Thank you. And? Go ahead, Gavin.
Overwhelmed.
Overwhelm. Very good. Overwhelm.
Lack of joy.
Lack of joy.
Stress.
Okay, stress. Anything else?
Low self-worth.
Low self-worth. Just put SW as self-worth. Anything else? I have to stay in the camera.
Anxiety.
Anxiety. Anxiety.
Lack of direction.
Lack of direction. I'll just put no direction. Okay, so thank you for that. You people in one of the biggest markets right now in the world for products is weight issues. When people have weight issues, they're experiencing a lot of this. Yes? Somebody might have a, they smoke. They want to quit smoking. So smoking. And they want to quit smoking. That's what Jackie does. She helps people stop smoking in 1 hour.
Sugar.
Sugar, another one.
Adrenal fatigue.
Let's just go on. We're all just a mess. But that's why there's opportunity, right? Okay, so let's talk about these. What are these? Emotions. And so when you're in this feeling of frustration, what does that feel like? Who said frustration? Stephen, I think it was you, right? Did you say frustration?
I did.
Okay, so when you're in a feeling of frustration, what does that feel like? Very good. And what does frustrating feel like?
It's a form of anger. It's a secondary emotion to anger.
It's a secondary emotion to anger. And when you're feeling a secondary emotion to anger, how does that make you feel, Stephen?
Frustrated.
Frustrated.
Hopeless.
Hopeless.
Overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed. Okay, they all connect. They all lead
You
together.
feel like
Yeah?
you have an energy, but you know what? You don't know where to spend it, so it burns you from inside.
Yes. It burns you from inside. So let me look at this. So here's what I want you to do. This is where we start to put this system into action. All of these emotions exist in your client. So what I want you to do is when you're first meeting with your client, do not take your product and say, oh, this is going to do this for you and make you feel better. It's going to do this and we're going to make you have more money and blah, blah, blah. Stay away from that. Don't even get into it. You need to understand your client, what their needs are. What's their current reality? They're in pain. So you need to get them emotionally in touch with the frustration, with the fear, with the overwhelm, with the lack of joy, with the stress. Once they're feeling that emotion, what's happening? Connection. Connection between? Connection between them and their pain, and what else?
Them and you.
Them and you. Thank you. Empathy. We need to feel our clients. We need to make sure that we are energetically connecting, because what are we? We're emotional what? We're emotional beings. We have feelings. They have feelings. And when you're just sitting there and just listening, somebody said that they're a good listener. That was you. When you're a good listener, when you're actually empathetic and you're feeling and you're listening and you're understanding where they're at, that says I care. And so in order to help you, I need to know that you care. In order for me to want to do business with you, I need to know that you care. If you're just going to sell me something, I'm not going to buy. I want to know that you care about my problem, about my business. Because if I'm going to invest in you, I got to know that you really care about what my needs are. That's all it is. And when they feel that, the energy changes. And they're not feeling they're in a sales process. They're feeling they're in an interconnectedness between two human beings. That's all that's happening. Does that make sense?
Make sure you have a psychiatrist by your side.
And have a psychiatrist by your side. Well, if it's needed. Okay, so let's go to the other end of the spectrum. Desired reality. Everybody wants to feel better. They want to feel freer. They want to have the luxuries of life. They want to have freedom. They want to have love. They want to have more money. They want to have great health. They want to have happiness. Most people, all they want is just to be happy. They want to be healthy. And they want to have freedom. So let's show them how to get there. So the secret to this, so all you say to your customer is, okay, so I really understand what's going on here. I understand how you feel. And thank you for helping me understand how you're feeling or what's going on in your life, or I can't get a mortgage. If you can't get a mortgage, that's hard. Yes, Mr. Mortgage Seller there. Yes, that's frustrating for people. But you come in and say, I help people who are challenged getting mortgages get mortgages. Well, that's really good. But don't just start selling them a mortgage. Start understanding them. If you're a financial planners, this works beautifully when you sit in a kitchen or a living room or in front of somebody who doesn't understand money and doesn't understand money management. And they're looking for someone that they can trust to build their business or build their financial future. Financial planners, you use this, you're going to have way more success. So, desired reality. So, somebody put up your hand if you can tell me the feelings and emotions that your client will experience when they buy your product or service.
Calm.
Who is it?
Calm.
Calm. Thank you. What do you do again?
I do project management.
Project management. So you help people feel calm.
On purpose?
On purpose. Okay, next. Yes? Confident. Next. Relief. Relief. Empowered. What else?
At ease.
At ease.
Healthy, happy?
Healthy. Everybody wants to be healthy.
Energetic.
Yeah, energetic. Woohoo! Energetic.
You took the monkey off his back.
Overjoyed.
Overjoyed. Okay, so we got enough. That's great. Thank you for that. Thank you for that, everyone. All right, so what are these? Emotions. What kind of emotions are they? Happy emotions. And we feel. Yeah, we feel the emotions. We're emotional beings. We feel. So I have just taken you through a process. I'm offering you something, and I'm getting connected with the emotions of the current reality of your life, which isn't so great. You want it to be better. Over here are the emotions of what it can feel like. So, Mr. Prospect, how would it feel to wake up every day and be calm, knowing that everything in your life is going to be taken care of? Awesome. How does that feel? Yes? Awesome. And what does awesome feel like?
Amazing.
Describe it to me.
Feels like you're on top of the world.
Feels like you're on top of the world. So when you're on top of the world, describe that to me.
Nothing can hurt you. Nothing can bring you down. You can do whatever you want.
Nothing can hurt you. Nothing can bring you down. So do you see what we're doing? I'm not just asking them one question to get an answer. I'm asking a question on the answer. And I'm getting them to dig deeper into the emotion, to feel it. Does that make sense? It's just getting them to feel it. So we're going to have fun now. We're going to talk, wow, so you're going to be on top of the world. Now, when you're not on top of the world, you're frustrated. So what I'm going to do, I call this now backlinking, is I'm going to say, when you are calm, when you take my product or when you buy my service or whatever it is, your calmness is going to completely eliminate, completely dissolve the emotion of frustration. Now imagine going through life and never having to experience that again with the current problem you're having. Would that be worth it to you?
Yes.
Yes? These are the questions you have to start to ask. Is it of value to you? Is it worth it to you? When you're on purpose, there's no more fear. When you're on purpose, there's nothing to fear because you're doing what you're meant to do in life. Does that make sense? You're on purpose. So there's no more fear. Say there's no more fear.
No more fear.
Yeah. How many of you are on purpose? Oh. How many of you love your business? How many of you can help thousands of people? Then why aren't you on purpose? Or you just don't like putting your hand up a lot? So your purpose, if you're on purpose, if you're in a business that you believe can help thousands of people, you better be on purpose. Because that's what's getting you up every day. Helping people, right? It's a lot more fun. How many of you just love to help other people? It's just easy. A friend of mine said, I would just rather get along with everybody because it's a lot easier. And so when you're on purpose, it's easy to get along with people. And anyone that isn't aligned with you, just move away, move on. So when you're on purpose, there's no more fear. So what does that feel like? You're the on purpose person. What does it feel like, Roger?
It feels like you're full, that you're making a contribution. It feels
Contribution, full,
gratitude, changing lives,
empowered,
making a difference. All those values.
I mean, you look at Roger, he's an icon in Vancouver. He puts on events, speaking events. He brought TEDx Stanley Park to Vancouver. I was fortunate to be selected as a speaker. And so he created a platform so that hundreds of people were able to speak and convey their message to the world. And now you've started Get Inspired Talks. Because when you can speak your message to the world, that helps elevate you as an authority in your business. This is something I teach to my clients in my public speaking course, Public Speaking Mastery, is to really learn how to communicate and speak publicly in front of audiences so that you can share your message with the world. And if you're in business and you're promoting something, it's a lot easier to promote to a room of 50 or 100 people than to just one person. Would you agree? So learn public speaking. Learn how to do it effectively. Okay, confident. Who said confident? How does it feel when you're confident?
It feels sense of relief.
Sense of relief.
Yeah.
Okay.
Calming.
Happy.
Yeah, empowering as well.
Empowering.
Feels like more self-worth.
More self-worth. Okay, so when you're in that state of emotion, how does that feel?
Wonderful.
And what is wonderful?
Feels fulfilling. It feels very happy.
Yeah. And do other people like being around you when you're in that state? Of course, yes. And so that's another positive. So relief. Who said relief? Mortgage. Mr. Mortgage guy. You said relief.
I was going to say relief, and I also said empowered.
Relief and empowered. But when somebody finally gets the financing for their home, there's a feeling of relief. So when they come to you and they're stressed or they're just not feeling like, oh, no bank will finance me. Well, you know, how's that feel? You get into the whole emotion of it, and then you start to show them how you can help them get that feeling. So once I bring a mortgage product to you that meets your satisfaction, what's going to happen? What's going to happen when they get that mortgage? Yeah, but what's really going to happen?
New cycle of death.
What's really going to happen?
Happy.
Happy. But when they get the mortgage, what's going to happen?
Buy the house.
They can buy the house. So we want to get them in the feeling of what it's going to be like to live in that house. Right. But you want, what's the emotion of being in that house? Describe that to me. What's it going to feel like when you're in that house?
Proud.
Yeah, proud. Describe it to me. What, it's going to be kids running around, it's going to be happy, Christmas tree. No, just, it's called future pacing. It's just seeing the future and more importantly, feeling the future, what it's going to be really like.
You're calling it future pacing as opposed to, what was the thing you did before, backlinking?
Yeah, backlinking is when I'm bringing this emotion back to this emotion and I'm going to eliminate it, dissolve it. I want to get rid of it. I don't want you feeling this anymore. Nobody wants to feel this. It's no fun. So you are the master of creating an emotion in the future that is actually being felt right now. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yes? Because you're an emotional being, you're actually able to feel an emotion that you would desire to feel. We can switch you into it. Because it's what? What's the emotion? It's just energy. I can feel it at any time. I can step into that state. I can go into any point in time in my life, recreate an event, and feel that emotion again. Yes? Yes?
Yes.
So why can't I do it for something that I want? It's called imagination. And you can feel the future. You can feel the future emotion of that to which you desire. And pretty much everything you create in your life is created that way. You actually will attract it into your life when you start to feel that to which you want. And so when you want to have a 6- and 7-figure business, I touched on this earlier, when you want to have that 6- and 7-figure revenue business, you've got to get into the emotion of that 6- and 7-figure revenue business. So when I work with my clients, I take them through a process to help them feel that and stay in that energy so they get there. That's how Jackie was successful. And so I help them get there. It's a lot of fun. And see, you know, when you, like my colleagues who talk about empowerment and unlimited power and all of these buzzwords in the success training industry, all it is you taking the power that's within you already and just feeling into that emotion and seeing as if it is already complete. Why do so many people have success in business and why do so many people struggle? The ones who struggle are in the emotion of struggling. And the ones that are successful are in the emotion of success. It doesn't mean they just instantly get there. No, there's work to be done. Yes, you have to work hard to be successful. But it's fun. It's just all how you look at it. Yes?
Yes.
This is all how you look at it. It's just thoughts, feelings, taking the necessary action, and getting the result you want. So, does this make sense, everybody?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay, so what are we going to do? Now we're going to take that feeling of confidence and on purpose, and we're going to link it back to what they told us was their, whatever it was, their fear. So we're going to get rid of that. We're going to dissolve that. And we just start to eliminate these negative, unsupportive emotions, and we keep them in the energy of this. Your sales are going to quadruple if you do this. And so you have to become comfortable doing it. So I encourage you, when you go home and tomorrow, take some time to just do a role play, do a pretend, and get used to doing this so you're comfortable in doing it in the flow. And so it's just it's not a struggle. And you'll get better and better at it. But it's really not that difficult to do. Do you see how simple this is? Yes? Do you see how simple it is?
Yes.
It's not hard. It's not hard at all. So that is really what I'll leave you with, but it's really just that simple. So what I'm going to do is take questions and yes.
Mind giving a case study of you, for example, going into a business and finding out all of these things about the specific issues? Like, for example, what questions would you ask to get all of that information out of someone specifically related to one area of their business?
So what's the challenge you're having right now?
Okay. Should I?
I'll role play with you. What's the challenge you're currently having?
I am trying to finance my business.
You're trying to finance your business.
It's fundraising.
So let's change that. I am in the process of financing my business. Just that little energy shift is going to make a difference. Okay? So and everybody say that. I am in the process of creating a 6-figure business. I'm in the process of creating a 7-figure business. I'm in the process of financing my business. Okay, so that's your challenge. So the challenge is are you having challenges financing your business?
Yes.
Okay, so what are the challenges?
The challenges are finding the right people to actually finance the business with, in terms of also matching personality-wise, but also having the appropriate finances to be able to finance this type of business.
Okay, excellent. So it's finding the right people with the necessary funds. All right, so how does it feel to you not to be able to find the right people with the necessary funds?
Like I need to look more.
Like you need to look more. And so when you're feeling like you have to look more all the time, what's that bring up? What kind of emotions is that bringing up for you?
Well, I feel like it might take forever.
You feel like it might take forever. All right. And so when you're in that feeling of it might take forever, what does that feeling of it might take forever really feel like?
Frustrating.
Frustrating. It can be many things. So you see what I'm doing? It's just, I start with one question. You give me the answer and I just go off that. And I keep working through until I get to the core. Like as soon as you said it feels like it's going to take forever, I know what you're feeling. I do. It's a long process. So I'm going to step into the role of I'm a merchant banker. Okay, and I have access to millions of dollars of funds. Okay,
I like you already.
yeah. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, okay, so how much are you trying to raise, Daniel?
$500,000.
$500,000. Excellent. Now, have you got a budget for this, or how are you going to spend the money?
Yes.
You've done all that. Excellent. So, and what are your projections for your first year?
Net profit should be around $300,000.
300,000. It's pretty good on a $500,000 investment after
There's
year.
also some debt financing as well.
And some debt financing. Yeah, well, debt is good on a business. Better, less equity to give up. Okay, so once you have that $500,000, how's that going to feel?
It's going to feel like I will feel empowered.
You'll feel empowered. Excellent. What else?
I will feel free.
Free. Okay, so empowered and free. So what does empowered and free really feel like for you, Daniel?
It feels like I can achieve my dreams.
It feels like I can achieve my dreams. So what does that feel like?
It's gonna be busy. Working on.
It feels like I can, well, yes, true, actually. It feels like I will do what I want, which is basically to work hard to make more.
Exactly. So you're going to be able to do what you want, to be able to work hard to make more money. Excellent. And so in your second year, if you do 300 in your first year, what's your second year look like?
Around 700.
700. Okay. And third?
Around 900.
900. Okay. So you're growing at a very good rate. So what I'm going to do as a merchant banker, then all I'm going to do now is I'm going to talk to you about, you know, the high net worth individuals I work with, the funds I work with, and I'm going to help you give you the confidence and feel that when you have the $500,000, all of this frustration and all the other emotions that you've been feeling by feeling stuck because you can't raise $500,000, we're just going to make them just disappear. You're not going to feel like that anymore. And so basically, if I was working with you and I was, let's say I was a business broker or an agent or a lending agent or a merchant banker, I'm going to get you to feel that this is how I can really help you. So when you watch life insurance people, they do this really well. They help you to feel. Financial planners, the successful ones do this very well.
That's because they're taking money from you, though.
No, I'm not taking it. They're not taking money. They're helping you grow your money. Because without them, it doesn't grow.
Well, if you have financial education to grow it yourself, then it wouldn't necessarily be a problem.
True, you wouldn't need it. But you're having a challenge raising $500,000, so you need an expert who can raise money. And are there experts in Vancouver that raise money?
I'm sure there are.
There's lots of them. And so we just have to go find them, and they're out there. So, okay, does that help?
It does.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions? Gavin?
How many types of emotions should you draw out, or should you just go for one big emotion?
Go for one big one.
Repeat the question.
Oh yes, how many emotions should you bring out? You should definitely have one biggie. There is always one, and it's usually the first one that comes up. And you can do 2 to 3, but I wouldn't do any more. You don't need to get into like, this is just everybody's emotions that their clients experience when they go see them. But one big one, and then 2 to 3 total, and then work with that. But you don't want to get too deep into it. You just want them to feel it. You don't want to drag them down. You just want them to express it, because this allows you to come over here and help them feel what it's going to be like in the future and the emotions they really want to be in, and you keep them there. You never come back here. This is a critical point. You never come back here. Once you've got them here, you stay in this emotion with them. Yes?
Yeah.
You stay in that emotion. And you just tell them it's gonna go away. I'm gonna dissolve it. I'm gonna eliminate it. And this will help you just double, triple, quadruple your sales. All my clients have done it, and I'd like you to do it too. So if you'd like to have me help you, you can reach me online at KieronSweeney.com. You can also email me at Kieron@KieronSweeney.com. And you're able to reach me that way. So I'm just going to write it down. Thank you for the tip from my audience friend there. Kieron. So it's I before E. Remember, grammar, I before E. So many people do it wrong. Kieron at, and it's just my name, Kieron Sweeney.com. Kieron@KieronSweeney.com. My website is www.KieronSweeney.com. And if you'd like to call me, I'll give you my phone number. Are you ready? I'm giving you my phone number. I'm giving you my phone number. Text me. Text me first. 778-888-5837. I'll write that down. 778-888-5837. That's an 8. Lots of 8s. So that's how you can reach me. Now, if you'd like, if you're interested, I'm going to put on a 1-day free event for you to help you really hone this, but also I'm going to work on some mindset training, and I'm going to give you a strategy to implement into your business so that you can move forward. So that's a gift. I'm working with very high-level clients now, and part of giving back is being able to work with entrepreneurs who want to get to that six-figure level. I've been there. I know what it feels like. I understand the current reality, and I know what the desired reality is. It's so much fun when you just don't have to always sell, and you've got take vacations, and you can just buy what you want and do what you want and give back what you want. Yes? So I'll help you get there. So I haven't scheduled anything right now, but just text me if you're interested. And then depending on the number of people, I'll throw out some dates and I'll coordinate it with you. Is that good? Yeah. So I'm going to give you that gift for coming here tonight. And for those of you online, if you ever get to Vancouver, look me up, or if you want to reach out and we can help you through Zoom. I use Zoom a lot. Happy to talk to you and see how we can help you as well. So thank you for coming. Did you guys have a good time?
Yeah.
Excellent. I'm going to hang around and answer questions if you like. Thank you, Telus. Thank you, Roger, and Get Inspired Talks. Did I say it right?
Vancouver Business Network.
Vancouver Business Network, and thank you for being here. It's been awesome.
Thank you, Kieron, for sharing such a simple little formula. Everything in life that's simple somehow has a bit of magic attached to it. So well done. And tell us, thank you for making this recording possible.
All right.